Good morning. How are you all doing today? Hopefully you are doing well. I am doing the all right. And we are doing more TCG, technically Card Shop Simulator, which I keep forgetting that it has card in there. So I just always say Shop Simulator, but you know, here we are. Yeah, the store's gonna look a little different because while I was doing stuff, I I decided, you know what? Let's get the 4 expansions. Let's see how it expands, and then they did the thing. They did the thing that was bad. So yeah. God, I hate the shape of this store. But yeah, we're going to ignore that somewhat. And keep on trucking and hoping for the best. Like, I suppose this is accurate to how, like, a lot of stores are, but that's not by choice, I don't think. I don't think a lot of stores choose to just be really long. I think that's just how stores are made. Like, storefronts and everything else like that, so... Yeah, I guess, that all said, I do want to do, the slight preface here of, I do have a small headache. It is the caffeine headache, and whatnot, but it is very small, thankfully. But if it gets worse, then, I will, of course, call it and everything. But yeah, for now though, we're just kind of gonna power through it, and we're gonna see how it goes. And yeah, let's also like let's go over to the actual game, and I can give you the tour of the current store. So you know, we still have I guess some things here, but I bought one more and I moved it over, so now it's a lot closer to this, but that's okay. People are still willing to walk around that. We got this out here now. You may notice there's only 3 tables here. That's because this room got converted to tables. We also tested out one of these, because I was wondering if they, like, just one of these was good enough. And yes, it is. So yeah, so now our card stuff is back here. Sadly, it doesn't quite work the way that I want it to. Like, I wanted to have the tables in line like this, but, yeah, for some reason, you can't fit the last set of tables right here. So, we're eventually gonna have them all turned the other way and whatnot. But we still needed, in order to keep the tables, we still needed 3 more out here, so still have that. Our bulk thing is right there for now, and as you can see, we moved our storage to out here. This has honestly, like, sped up the restocking a lot. Like, it's somewhat amazing how much this actually, like, really helped. Just having everything, like, super close to the shelves is very nice. I wasn't running out of a lot of stuff anywhere near as fast. But yeah, we also got our second register, and I shoved it back here. Specifically, why I did it back here is just that way I can be kind of watching a little bit the full store. Kind of mainly for that way I'm next to the stock itself. So yeah, let's go ahead and open. I don't remember if I checked this. Whether or not I did, it doesn't matter. It's the right price. I'm eventually going to replace these as well with one of the big ones. But yeah, like, I'm so sad about this. Like, the fact that the wall went back this way rather than going over here. Uh, I kind of get it, but also it doesn't look good, in my opinion. Like, it kind of has the downside of with this stuff. You know, one, we have to have our stock in the same room as in like the back and everything. Because, like, maybe if we could put the door down on this end kind of thing, I could do it in a different way. But, man, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where I'm just kind of sad that it puts the, I guess, like, it puts the store at, like, an awkward place where, especially with the fact that these guys, you know, they walk so slow. I'm going to eventually buy a trash can to put back here as well. That's another thing that I plan on doing. That way he won't be walking all the way outside and whatnot as well. Don't even know how many exactly we need, but... But yeah, I don't know. I really wish we could have used this back room purely for the stock. Granted, I think this back room is bigger than I needed it to be for this stock. I think that is a legitimate, like, thing with those, I guess, or I guess with that room itself, was it just... I don't think the main purpose of it was to be a stock room. Like, that is an option. But I don't think it is... I don't think it's what they... I guess, intended for players to normally do with it. Which sounds weird, because you would think that, especially with, like, what is it, Supermarket Sim, that, you know, the stock room would be... like, standard thought process or whatever. But surprisingly, like, it is somewhat accurate to card shops where, like, there usually is a separate room for just playing cards. The only thing that's different here is that there's an actual outside door. That is not normal. Normally, there still is only one main door that people are going in and out of. But yeah. Again, we're not going off of, you know, primary realism. How is our line looking? It's kind of getting long. One thing I will say that I don't like about having the two registers is that, like, customers will try and go to the shortest line, or to whatever line has somebody working it, except for they will also stand at a counter and not move away from it if they have already gone to that counter. So it is entirely possible to basically have somebody standing at the opposite counter waiting to check out, and it's like, I'm over here, I'm at the counter over here, just come over here, and I can no, you're just gonna stand there. Okay, I guess I can come over. But yeah, that's a minor complaint that I just wish that they would come from the other side as well. Or I guess, like, they would if they were the last person in line, they wouldn't just stay or first person in line, I guess. Only person in line. Yeah, they wouldn't just stay there and be like, oh yeah, this is totally fine. Someone will come help me eventually. It's like, but what if you go to where there is someone who can actually check you out? Shocking revelation, I know. But you could make this easier on both yourself and me. Glad I looked back. So I was like, wait, did they just grab? I don't think the first person had, but then someone else did. So it worked out. We are running out of those boxes. Like, once again, are we selling it for too cheap, or no? No, we're not. Okay. That's all that counts. Did we pay our bills? Yes, we did. Okay. So, one of each of all of those. That way we can also get those. We're gonna shove this one back here. Oh, that's the red one. Get the lights on here shortly. Oh. We did grab the other box. But yeah, I would definitely love to see the store be a little bit more square. Purely for the sake of, I guess, like, full organization kind of stuff. But, oh well. Least we still had a plan for if the store expanded in that way, rather than being like, oh, we know for a fact it's going to be this way, because why would they do it any other way? Like, well, because they're not architects, more than likely, who planned out how the expansions would be. They were people who were like, this should work, and that was it. Forethought, what's that? Research, why do that? Mainly on the, why bother doing research portion, and why, like, I'm saying that as a little bit of a joke. Honestly, no, I would not recommend doing a deep dive into, like, exactly how you would want to design any storefront. You will eventually start to cry as you realize how much of the design is centered around manipulation and other stuff like that. Like, it's not great. You'll also start to realize just how shitty a lot of stores actually have it, because they are not taken care of. Most stores, it's like, okay, great, here's this, like, cookie cutter location. Make it work for yourself. And that's your only option. And you might be thinking, well, why don't they just move to somewhere else? Because as I just stated, that's your only option. If you were hoping for something better, oh well. Should have been rich. Then you could build it yourself. Oh, they're actually getting the boxes I was just going for. It's not 9 o'clock yet. Really hoping we sell, like, just the 7 more of the cards there. Also, we're getting really close to, again, just having the, purely the stupidly high numbers. And we're getting the pages down. I'm selling a good amount of cards per day, which is nice. But yeah, it's still not the best. Which is why I wanted to expand the store the last time. Was because, like, I was hoping that if I expanded the store, could actually get more customers coming in. I don't know if that, like, exactly worked out in my favor. Oh, goddamn. Friggin' bastard. And then back to the front. But yeah, we're definitely getting more. Also, there is a roach on my floor. We're gonna try to get that. I hate that I lost where it went. But I got a shoe in range now to be able to hopefully crush it. It shows up again. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's just that kind of that time of year where the roaches are going to be out a lot more. Is the back empty? Yes, we only got one guy sitting there. Store is empty. Surprisingly, still made profit on that day. Ooh, the card went up. Can we get... Damn, almost one more. Just one more. I think actually the reason why I made profit on that day was because of how much we sold of certain things that we had to restock. Because those boxes would have sold for a decent amount each. We need 2 of these. Got it. Itchy eye. Yeah, we getting close to the final card expansion thing, which is gonna be nice. So like that one, it was like, what was it, 65 and then level 70. So we've got a ways before we get there. The problem is that we still gotta get other stuff too. Like, we're currently looking at mainly needing, I guess, to get more of the playmats out. Which I might move over as well. Because I did it like this. Because I put the plushies out and everything. And we might just move these over. You know, we can actually kind of do that now. Because we can do the easy way with these shelves, at least. And then for those, we'll have to move over by hand. Wait, no, that wasn't 3. That was 6. Damn, I was hoping that box would get empty. Oh well. Yeah, if I buy a new playmat license, then that'll be good. Oh, was that the last one? That was the last one. Okay. So let's go ahead and buy what we need first. We should start with our plushies like we usually do. So the rock number 2. Rar Rock. Playmats we're fine on, but we need comics 1 and 3. Which we technically don't necessarily need. Because they sell very slowly relative to the fact that we get 36 of them. But that's why we get them now rather than waiting. We'll wait on our board games. We need yellow sleeves. Oops, right. Because we need to stand back a little bit. So starter decks, we need blue base and yellow destiny. So blue base, yellow on the destiny. I think we just need the 2 boxes there, which is cutting it a little close, but that's okay. Actually, yeah, we can do the playmats separately. Okay, so then we'll get the next playmat, I think. Because actually, what was the next figure cost? Right. That's why we're not getting the next figure. Which they are actually, that one's actually a plushie. Oh, right, we still need to get this one. Do we do this now? We could. Yeah, let's buy it now. And then we'll get 3 of it to start. Because there is a chance that that's all we're going to kind of need of it. So then it's not here, but it is here on the end. And yep, I was right. 3 was all we needed of it. Sort of expected that, because that's kind of how a lot of the plushies seem to have gone. Was that kind of way. There it is. Oh, right, we need to buy the other shelf. Okay, hang on. Come on. Oh, right, we can't move it over anymore. We'd have to move the tables and everything up, which is fine. We can put this over here by this door. And then move the tables up. Actually, sure, block with that. Okay, so then we want to buy the big shelf. That way I can have this in the way that I would like for it to be. Hello, Spleen. Welcome in. There we go. Where did I set the box down at? There I put it at. So then this one goes here. Actually, we can let him grab that last box, and we can set the price. Wow, that's a decent price for a plushie. We're gonna set it at 55. That's with it on a downward trend, even, apparently. It just shot down on the day that I bought it. But yeah. We'll set it there. See if people buy it and everything. Oh, right, we still need to buy board games. So 1 of 1, 2 of 2, and then 1 of 4. That's the wrong app. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, 1 of 4... Alright, let's also then get the next playmat. Because that'll cost us 5,000. And it'll give us an empty box as well. Costs a decent amount to buy, but, you know, that's okay. We're not going to put them onto the one shelf yet. Because I got to move stuff around and everything. Right, no. This is just going over here. Yeah, since I have to move stuff around, it's not necessarily worth it for me to worry about too much. So that way he doesn't pick up the one off the floor. But yeah, how are you doing, Spleen? I know you got the boot off and been wondering how that's been treating you. Let's just set that down. Then we're going to wait for him to finish with this. And we're going to basically tell him to take a break. That way we can move everything over without him trying to work. Here. So then we had one of these that was like really low. This one. And it's of one of the numbers that we need to move. But yeah, if we didn't tell him to take a break, he would literally come over here and be like, oh, let me go ahead and restock those shelves for you. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Okay. We leave that one there for now. We'll be able to move it once we get this bottom one picked up here. So now that we've done that, we can move this over. We can put this back. Oops, wrong aisle. Then we grab this, and it goes on the bottom here. And then we can move all these. We could have moved a lot more of these sooner, but, you know, works out the same in the end, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is partially why I wanted to get more playmat licenses, so that way we end up using these shelves a little bit more. Also very nice on the Nikki thing, and then also very nice on the leg. I have never had like a cast or whatever like that. The most I've had was basically a wrist brace for when I sprained my wrist. So yeah. I can't really, like... I can't really comment on, that feeling exactly, but... I definitely, like, I guess, like, I understand where you're coming from with it. I've had to wear heavy boots before. I've had to wear boots that had so much mud on them, it actually felt like you were walking around with iron shoes. I can only imagine what doing that for, what was it, like a week, 2 weeks is like. It's gotta suck. Alright, so we're damn near broke, but at minimum, we have 2 extra licenses, which is great. So we got the Fox, and then we got our extra playmat here. So we will be able to get I guess more stuff before we need to get the 1 cards at this point, because I think they're gonna cost us a decent amount. Yeah, 8,000 and 10,000. We're gonna get there, I'm pretty sure. I've got confidence we'll get there. Maybe not this stream, but you know, eventually. I just realized there is new. There was new stuff on the Twitch dashboard. There was a thing for, you can now have it be where it will show messages caught by blocked terms. Which is actually useful. Like, that way you can see if it was accidental, or your more specifically, your mods. Whoops, nope, that was the red starter deck. Your mods can see if it was accidental, because that's what I'm actually looking at. Because, like, I have definitely been talking in a channel before and had my message, whoops, nope, that was the wrong purple, but let's check this one as well, I guess. But then, like, it was just because they had blocked a term that was on the global list, but wasn't something that they cared about, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah. I'm wondering what we'll put on the rest of these shelves, because, like, in terms of the figurines, we just have, for this entire rack, essentially, and also same for that shelf over there, technically. Whoops. The only thing that we're having on there is this. Potentially this, whatever it is. But it's a mystery license at this point, so I'm not wanting to get it until we have everything else, in case it is just a money sink. Like, that is kind of what I assume that one is like, okay, you can just, like, spend money here or whatever. I don't know why you would, but you know. People do crazy things all the time. Could be for, like, the idea of you can spend money in it to unlock future licenses, but I don't know how that would work. Or I don't know why you would bother doing that rather than just keep making more money. Does that make sense? Gonna move some stuff around here. So then I can start putting these out. Oh. I think the line's getting really long. We did set the price on that, though. I think. Let's just double check and make sure. Yes. But yeah, hopefully you're able to do volleyball again soon. I know you said you skipped it last night to instead kick people's butts at Mario Kart. Which, speaking of, how did that go? Did you win? And how many times did you get blue shelled? I'm going to be honest, with Mario Kart, the only reason that, like, I don't think I would enjoy it is because it seems less about skill and more about other random factors. Like, did you get a certain power up or whatever is a factor that can determine whether or not you win, rather than just, you know, yes, I was incredibly skillful at my driving. I love how the blue shell is just evil in that it will wait until you are not invulnerable to hit you. It will literally it will literally just circle around your head and be just like, I'm coming for you, until you are able to be hit again, and then it will hit you. And it's just like, well, I can see my fate. Yeah. Honestly, those are probably the better games. Like, the ones when you're playing amongst friends is perfectly fine. I think I would probably enjoy it then. I would not enjoy it if it was not, if it was not with people who I guess were of the similar mindset of, I'm not taking this seriously. 9 cents. Because, like, that is definitely one of the things for me with any kind of, like, any kind of game where I look at it and I'm like, all right, there is an air of random chance that is going to factor in to whether or not I actually do good. It's part of why I don't like battle royales. And, like, that has also to do with the fact that, like, they are a hyper competitive game. But random chance can get you killed in those games, or like they can be the reason that you lose. Like, one person I was watching, they were playing PUBG back when PUBG was like the big one and everything. But while they were playing and everything, they were one of 2 players left. and they shot first, but the other player got or killed them because even though they shot first and they landed a headshot, like all the stuff was confirmed that was a headshot. The other person had a tier 3 helmet, whereas they only had a tier 2. So when the other person returned a headshot, even though they shot second, they got one shot versus the other person didn't. So like that basically informed like my entire perspective on the randomness when it comes to those kinds of games. You know, I don't see it as a good thing. Oh wait, did we ever tell him to get back to work? I don't think we did. Restock shelf. No, do not fill up shelves with no labels. Wow, apparently we have just not been selling as much as as before, because didn't even notice that he wasn't doing anything. Oh, we did sell some foxes. Sweet. Alright, that one's almost done. That one still has a long ways to go. I might move this one to like the back of the store here. Like put it in this area or something like that. Just to spray people. Either that or put it over by this door. That way as people are stinky but walking around, they potentially get sprayed. And then we eat for the bigger one, which we hopefully should be able to afford after today. Ooh, we even sold some of those ones. So sweet. Yeah, I kind of spent my money really quickly on that one. Or on that last day, or on today, this morning, however you want to put it. But yeah, like, you can kind of see how fast the stocking actually goes now, which is pretty nice. Oh, right, I need to move this stuff. Okay, so this is something I've had to been doing the debate on it. Oh, nice. First one Pilgrim that is really, really good is Dorothy. So if you are able to as well, try to get her. Or wait, no, you need a burst 2 is what you mean. Well, there's a burst 2 Pilgrim that is really, really good. That you get for free, but way later on. Yeah. Nihilister is a burst 2 with that is repeatable. Like it has a 20-second cooldown, kind of repeatable. And yeah, she is very, very strong, apparently. I don't know how I'm supposed to have her built for, like, I guess making sure she's good. And yeah, so like you have to do all of the other 3 girls, and then you do a really long grind, in order to get Nihilister later on. And it's a slight bit of a chore to do. But like it's worth it. The story, I think, is very, very interesting for them, in terms of, like, how you kind of interact with them and whatnot, but, yeah, they are definitely, they are definitely a strong character, just, I don't know how to use them yet. Like, I don't know how to use them properly yet. They're a sniper character as well, so like that's, I guess, another thing to keep in mind for that stuff. Actually, should probably count how many we need left. Alright, that should be everything full again. Check the market price of stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely should not have. So one of the things I kind of mention with the rehab and whatnot, or like with those girls and everything, is like, don't rush it, because eventually that gameplay loop is gonna go away. And if you sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm gonna spend the gems every day in order to get the characters as soon as possible, you're going to eventually run into the problem of you spent a bunch of gems that you could have just spent time on. Like, I don't think that it is worth, I don't think it's worth the time skip, because there is pretty much no reason to... There's no reason to skip the gameplay loop. Yeah, exactly. Like that is as well another really big reason why, like, do not spend it on them, because like you're guaranteed to get them eventually anyway. Because like one of the things about those missions is a lot of the times they're like, just do your fucking dailies. Some of them are like, enhance gear 2 times, give 3 gifts. And, you know, those ones are a little bit outside of, you know, the norm for dailies. But, like, they're not super far outside the norm. So, it is entirely possible to... it is entirely possible to actually have... like, all of those done super easily every single day, even without having to check them. The only ones that are like, you would have to check it or something are the ones where it's like, you know, recruit, which then you could either do like friendship or something like that. I'm just gonna wait for him to finish stocking the last of the stuff. Because I think we're mostly good. It's just like the playmats, and that's it. Yep, and he's done. But yeah. It took me, I think it was roughly 8 to 10 months before I got all of them. Nihilister took the longest, but you get like 60 a day of progress. So I think actually it takes 60 days, assuming you do everything, to get each of the previous girls. So like roughly 6 months for all of them. And then Nihilister just takes a bit extra. I think they take another 30 days on top of the 60 from like the others. But yeah, that's it. Like you're not looking at a you're going to be waiting years in order to get Nihilister, no matter what. Like that's not how it is essentially balanced. Which is a good thing. Like definitely I do consider it I do consider the way that it is maybe not necessarily new player friendly in certain ways, because especially depending on who you talk to. Wait, let's make sure we're buying the right thing here. Yeah, the blue and purple Destiny boxes. But like for the most part it's player friendly, because again you kind of get all that stuff from just playing the game normally and doing your dailies. And like if you reset something that you've already completed, it might then give you something that like you didn't really want to have. Like you might reset it and it's like, okay, and now do that thing that you've already done. And it's like, wait, what? You know, like, you know, send things to all friends. Wait, I already did that for today. Right, we did check. I can't send more to friends because I've already done that. Still has a little bit of spray left in it. If I actually put one more spray bottle in it, we could get both of these to run out at about the same time. So let's do that. See if we can get them both to run out together. But yeah, I like people before told me that Nihilister was considered a meta unit. I'm not exactly sure how. I don't have her built properly or anything. I don't have her in a way where I can actually, I guess, know fully what she is capable of. Mainly because, like, I honestly don't know exactly how all of the characters interact with each other. There are so many of the characters that, like, I don't think about how their skills work while trying to build a team. There's very few that I think of fully, I guess, when trying to be like, okay, if I'm building a team, this is what I want to do with this, and so on and so forth. And god damn it for someone sneaking in all stinky. Actually, no, this one should. already be used partially. Actually, let's... do that. Oh, hey, sweet. Someone bought the last of the one card. I'm gonna be honest, I am tempted, once I sell out of all of this stuff, to just stop having these out. Like, not necessarily the idea of box up the tables, but probably like sell them. Wow, okay. Ooh, buddy, you buying lot of bats there. Not complaining though. They were complaining that one of the figures was super expensive, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is tanked in price by a lot. Let's just make that 45 now. Yeah, holy shit. That tanked in price a lot. Again, one of the reasons why I wish those weren't volatile. One of these days, I kind of want to do some like Nikki stream stuff. I just don't know what to actually like stream, because I'm at a point where like I'm kind of stuck on story. But yeah. Oh right, I forgot to do those. This week set. I'll have to remember to actually like try and do. I was trying to get the one event done, which I'm gonna be honest, like I kind of I finished the last of the Hollow Zero event stuff. And I think I was a little disappointed with the last level, because it's purely just a roll to have enough of the bomb like starting out things, and then that's it. If it does, then by the time that I get off stream, it will still be it'll probably have reset by then. Because my server reset is, or my dailies reset and whatnot is at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I actually need to I need to check because it used to be at 3 a.m. but I think it's now at 2 a.m. because we're no longer on daylight savings time. So yeah, that'll, considering I go live at 11 and it's already midnight, unless I got on literally right now and did that. But yeah, I ain't gonna bother. Mainly because I just need to actually finish getting certain characters up. I'm trying to get Bernice up, and then I'm also thinking about getting Rena up a lot more. So I actually did start working on Rena. It's just a matter of, like, I started, and that was it. like doing the leveling thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get her skills up specifically. But I started getting her the initial levels. I still don't know. Don't know if I'm gonna use her, but she is a 5-star, so you know, may as well. I don't think I'm going for or wait, no, Yanagi's the current one. Or yes, Yanagi's the current one. I don't know. Because I lost the 50-50, I don't think I can work up enough currency in order to be able to guarantee getting her. Like, I think that like she would be able to I think she'd be able to basically evade me pulling her. Unless I did some very specific things. Or wailed. Which I'm trying to keep on the free-to-play side as much as possible. Other than the Battle Pass thing if I beat it and have the money. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm still waiting on some things from the government for being able to afford to clear some debts and whatnot. But hopefully soonish on that front. Yeah, once I have that done and everything, I'll be in a better spot. But also was talking to a friend about a potential job situation. I don't know what my schedule would be for that job is the only current issue. Like, I guess it's not an actual issue in like me not having the time for it, but it's an issue in I don't know how me getting that job will affect stream. It'll be a security job, which I've done before. I don't know if I'll have like special certifications or anything with that security job, but for the most part, like, it seems like it should be a fairly easy job to where I won't be coming home like burnt out or anything. Right, turn on the light. But I guess like the main issue is that I will need I'll need to adjust stream schedule around the work schedule. You know, it's kind of why like I've talked a lot about, you know, really do kind of wish I could make it as a streamer, and it's mainly for the sake of I would love to be able to not have to worry about this boss wants me working these hours and this boss wants me working these hours. You know, and then not having time for hobbies or other stuff like that. Because I've been there a few too many times where, especially with my last security job, I was working basically swing shift for a while, so like I couldn't really have hobbies. Not in a not in a way that was healthy, which is what that company wanted you to do. Keep that in mind. That company was not good. They were probably the worst company that I have ever worked for in terms of, even if you were not on the schedule, they would basically yell at you for doing a activity that meant you were not able to show up for work. You're not on the schedule, mind you. There is zero obligation for you to be there or anything. And they would still get upset that you did something without requesting the day off. Like, it 100% felt like they wanted to destroy your hobbies so that way they could have an employee that was loyal to the work and nothing else. Which is a horrible thing, mind you. Like, not just for a boss to do to you, but like, if you decide that that's the kind of life that you want to live, that's not good. It is very unhealthy. Almost got them all moved over there, but maybe one of those two will... God damn it, why? We'll buy another card. This is probably the only downside to having the tables in the back room. Is like, now I have to actually like go in the back room to check, and it's extra steps, technically. Granted, right now they're visible from the door, but that is not always the case. Oh, they're done now, so let's see. So that guy's coming over here, so he's gonna do some shopping. He's already got a bag, so maybe he'll buy one. That is number 6. I don't think he bought one. Alright. Then that should be everybody. We're at least getting a lot of playtime, which I think is important. I think that's honestly like the most important thing for us currently, like money-wise, is getting the overall playtime from from customers. Because I think if we were not getting the playtime, we would not be getting anywhere near as much money. The playtime is like paying our rent and everything right now. Still feels weird every once in a while when thinking about like the playtime thing, just because it's like, man, if we actually had to pay for playtime at stores, like that would be great for the stores, but it would suck for people. Like there would be a lot of people who wouldn't be playing anymore. But yeah. Did he already make it outside? Oh, right. No, he walks through the back for some reason. Okay. So we still got plenty of spray in those two, to where we're not replacing them yet. We got everything on the shelves fully stocked again. So bats 1, and then the rock number 2. Do love how we have like pig, rock, star, bat. That's it. Like we do not give a shit about their actual names. So it looks like playmat number 10. Should be that one. All right. Oh, we can do this. Just so that way that's all compressed. But we're still not at a point where we can make that purchase. Wasn't it 16 per box? I feel like... Yeah. I don't know if I can transfer directly from box to box. We're going to do that, and we're going to let him take care of that. But yeah, that makes the green and the red deck boxes. And then green sleeves. Did you really? Motherfucker. You know what? I will just do this then. Normally he'd go after the one on the floor, but nope, apparently not. So yeah, I don't think we added the green sleeves yet. Let's actually just check. Nope, we have not. And then... yeah, I'm also skipping lighter. Like, if lighter is very next patch, then I've got, or not very next, but next after, actually even very next patch. Even though very next patch is a fox, fox girl. I think I'm skipping them. Because, like, they seem cool, but not quite the booba. Alright, so we need one of those. Oh, lighter is next banner? Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely skipping lighter. So I've got next banner off, and I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I actually do need to be getting on Zenless Zone Zero a little bit more again. I sort of stopped doing my my dailies every day, which is, you know, not a good thing technically. I was kind of doing them every day for a while. Right, this was that one. But yeah, then I got to the point where I was like, I want to take a small break. But yeah. That is honestly very fair. Like, especially depending on the events that we get. Like, if we just get some events that give a decent amount of polychrome and everything, then it'll be fine. Okay, we did check those. We're on to our next one. Oh wait, no, right, we needed... We needed 9, not 7. There we go. And then he's going after the last box, so let's go ahead and open. Yeah, like, I probably could have bought the next playmat license, but I don't think it would have been worth it. Also, I kind of wish you could actually set prices in here. I think this, if we could have set prices in this app, I would have been a little bit more fine with the volatile prices on everything. But the fact that you can't set prices in there really makes that suck. Oh hey, this shot up a shit ton. Let's set it to 50. Yes, I think. Like, for every new character, or well, actually, it's sort of for every, like, 2 characters, I think. Because, like, the current one, is gonna last for, like, another 30 days. So, I think it's gonna go into Lighter's banner as well. So, whoops. It definitely, you do definitely get those for the 7-day login and everything. But it is the polychrome that, or like the events giving the polychrome and everything that is, I guess, the bigger, bigger influence. Morning, Multi. Welcome in. We're running a card shop again, as you can tell. Also thinking of some things with running the shop. Let's buy that trash bin that we had talked about earlier, so I can make it to where he is not going all the way up to the one out there every single time, or he doesn't have to. And technically, neither do we. Kind of. So essentially, the quote-unquote issue is that I was really hoping this back wall would be where the store would expand. And I did the expansion, and it turns out it was this wall yet again. So, like, we still have one more set of expansions here. And then also we have the the lot B, which we can't even get all of yet, so I'm not doing it. But essentially, like, because I didn't want my store kind of being, harder for the, I guess the employee to traverse constantly. I had decided beforehand, like, if that is where it expanded, this is how I would adjust the store. So that way it was not as shitty, I guess. There is some more stuff that I'm gonna end up doing, like mainly I'm going to be what am I thinking of? I'm gonna be swapping out these with the big sprayer like this, because this takes the one spray and it's done. So I don't need to actually, I don't need to do it in any other specific stuff, I guess. But yeah, this'll, overall, what this is going to do is make it to where he actually stocks faster, because all of the stuff is a lot closer. So like that is like one of the really, really good things with all of it. But yeah, definitely need to have little bit more reorganization here. Mainly in how some of the shelves are, so that way it looks a little nicer. But yeah, also need to get the last expansions for the last expansions for the rest of the store on this side eventually. Because, well, essentially we need the ability to just move everything backwards, I guess. Once I can, nope. So like, once I can move all of these the one more over, and then I'm gonna bring all the shelves even more towards the back. Once I do all of that, then we'll be in a little bit more of, I guess, like a comfortable spot for how I wanted it, keep expanding more things. Like, I'm kind of getting lucky on the fact that, you know, I have the play tables that I do, and they don't have that many issues. But yeah, there's definitely some issues with having to store this long. I really wish the store was not this long with how really it's just how slow the stock people walk. Damn near everything else would be like perfectly fine with it. It's just the fact that they take so long to walk to where they're going. You know, so like every single time when, you know, before, oh wow, we are actually fully out of these guys. Let's just real quick buy 3 more of those. Yeah, every single time that they have to walk a far distance to try to get to something, it sucks. And there really isn't a good fix for it, other than literally just make them walk faster. You know, we can be a zoom in like crazy, and they take their sweet ass time. You know, they don't sprint, essentially. They walk. Which, I mean, you know, for most employees, that is fine. Like, honestly, when we had the original, like, Stalker, and they were walking really slow, I was like, okay, this makes sense, sure, you know. He's only the normal, they're not the, you know, the highest rating that we can see here, which is very fast, you know, so speedy and whatnot. But then we got Speedy, and Speedy was like, hey, we gonna chill, bro. We gonna take our time, and we gonna take it slow. And I'm like, buddy, can you please hurry it up? Oh boy. Oh, we got someone stinky in again. I really hate the fact that there's a cooldown on the spray. Just because that keeps happening. None of those, or yeah, neither of those are off. Yeah, we have someone stinky back here too. Because it's not that this is like empty. No, it's going through a lot, but it's not empty. And we're still waiting. Apparently, somehow, this one has fired a lot more than this one has. People bought one of the cards there. We're not gonna set out more, because we're gonna try and see if we can trick them into specifically buying that one. I say trick, but you know, it's not really how that works. Alright. How much you want to bet they're going back to the back register to stance? Yep. But hey, at least we got a $600 purchase there. Because here we got a $1.60 some odd cent purchase. Oh boy. Waiting back here, and they're getting a $1.63 card. Okay. Sadly, that last one's still there, but that's okay. Still got people playing. We also have been selling a lot of the win decks here. Nope, it's not the fact that they're... Yeah, it's not that they're underpriced. It's just that they're selling, so... That's what we want to see. Like, we want to see that it's... We're still charging above market price. But that it's just selling. Because it beats having it sit there and we don't know why. You know, because instead it's selling and we don't know why. Which is perfectly fine. Yeah, I think that was kind of like one of the things when I was first getting new stock, and it was like during the day, you know, I was noticing that it really wasn't selling that well. And I think what it came down to was the fact that, like, for a lot of it, it was just the fact that the AI wasn't looking at that stuff on the shelves yet. Okay, we just got one guy back here. And store the empty. Do we have one of those with 3 in it? No. I'm not worried about it. Let's just start the next day. Very nice. I don't remember what Scarlet does. I just remember they're a good unit too. I think there's someone who uses a sword, if I remember right. Or am I thinking of the wrong person? I might be thinking of the wrong person. They're not somebody who I use regularly, so... Sadly, did not buy that one. So we have to keep listing it, but we're gonna take a break here. She does? Okay, so I think I am using, or thinking of the right unit. But yeah, they can be very strong from what I know. But yeah, so we're gonna let him restock the store while we take a quick break. Get up, stretch, walk around. I'm gonna see if I can, while I'm stretching, see if I can spot the roach and hopefully kill it. But yeah, we'll be back in, like I said, roughly 3 minutes, give or take. So hang tight and whatnot in terms of, you know, don't click away kind of thing. But yeah, do get up and stretch, and you know, refill your drink. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, BR and B. Alrighty, I am back. And Spleen has headed off for what I'm assuming is food. And I think he's done. Yes. Yeah, it's so much faster on the stalking and everything. Tell you what. So yeah, we need stars. Ooh, 2 and 3. Might help if I'm in the right category. We don't need the foxes, because sadly they don't appear to be selling very well. Playmat number 6. And that is it for the playmats. Then... can we... Nope, we can't condense anything down either. So, red and black dice. And that's it for those. Boy, do I hate how tired I am right now. Oh, you got your gamer subs. Okay. That's what you meant. Boy, do I wish I had some right now. I have some Kool-Aid right now, but I have started to realize I may need to 100% try to swap to sugar-free slash sugar-light diet. Because, yeah. Issues be arising, and it ain't great. So we need... yellow normal, and then blue and yellow Destiny, but we specifically need 2 of the yellow on Destiny. So the yellow, the blue, right? Yes. Make sure our bills are paid. Help get all these boxes inside. I still kind of find it weird that the I guess the way that they decided to do the various kinds of packs and whatnot, where it's not actually even 2 sets. Like that, that honestly gets me a little bit sad. I was really hoping there was going to be like brand new cards for the like second set, I guess, but for some reason they tout that there's a lot of cards, but really there is only 111 cards. That's it. They make it seem like there's more because of variants, but there's only 111 cards. Like if you were looking at a Magic the Gathering set, that is how you would describe it. If they came to you and they like were telling you like, here's all of the cards in the set, there's 4,000 of them, and then you look and like there's only 200, but each one of them has 20 different variants because all these different types of frames, and then also a foil version of it. You would call them out on, no, there actually is only 200 cards in this set, and then you just have a bunch of different variants. So yeah, like I definitely kind of get where they were coming from, but it's definitely definitely your heart's in the right place, but unfortunately your math is wrong. All right, should be good to open up again. But yeah. Like, even between the 2 sets, there is sadly only the 111 different cards. And that is not enough to make a playable game. I kind of hadn't thought about it from that perspective yet. But yeah, there is only 111 cards. Depending on the size of the deck that you have and how many of like duplicates you could run, there's just not enough variance in there. So I don't know what they're planning on doing for a quote-unquote playable TCG, or if they plan on doing anything anything specific for I guess buffing the TCG first, I guess, like, or like reprinting, change the Destiny set to actually be a new set of cards. Also, holy shit, we are selling these like hotcakes again. Well, yeah, price is pretty much on par for what we are expecting. I'm not gonna raise it, but we are definitely adding 2 of those to the shopping cart right now. Because we might sell more. And if we do, we can easily buy more of them. Yep. Let's just actually add a 3rd one to the list. And then if we sell 1 more, we just buy those real quick. We need to open up our other line, though. Yep, we just sold 1 more. So, real quick. Jeez. Sold yet another one. That is probably one of the good things about this game, is that, like, when something gets bought, or like when something gets pulled off the shelf, it's a guaranteed sale. It's not like someone's gonna put it back. Like, the same with Supermarket Sim. Like, there is no oh, I changed my mind kind of thing. If somebody picks it up, they will buy it. Which is mostly good from the, like, you have to restock the shelves and whatnot kind of perspective. Because, like, it doesn't take much to imagine being, you know, a store employee, and then you go over to stock a shelf, and somebody then comes back and is like, hey, I want to put this thing back on the shelf, but the shelf is full. You know, except for no one would do that because they would just ditch it wherever. Because they're heathens. But, you know, we can pretend that in this weird and wacky world where people actually try to put shit back on the shelf. But yeah, like, there's... that would be annoying from a gameplay perspective, because it's not like they can just leave it at the counter and then we just grab it and, you know, put it back. In theory, they could, but also, no. Please don't. Like, as much as it, you know, like, I'm describing something that's like, oh, it could work this way. Where, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about trying to put stock on shelves that customers also wanted to put stuff back on. Like, customers just don't have them put shit back anyway. Like, we don't need to add that in. Because it definitely falls under the gameplay category of, is this actually fun? Like, that we're talking about here, or, you know, is it annoying to have customers put stuff back or whatever? Especially, like, as you are trying to sell things and then restock and whatnot as time goes on. Like, it would just be very annoying if suddenly you had to put more stock out on the shelves or whatever. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to get the long shelves. Oh, we got a stinky person that made it in, apparently. I wonder if this one triggered from them walking in. I genuinely am curious if that is what has been happening. Like, if that is the case, then I will want to move that one to the other door kind of thing, or the other side of the door, to stop it from happening. But yeah, last one that has the only roughly 100 count. Ooh, that one's a $2 card. After this one, we're then going with things that have a shit ton. That one, and then was this one? Yeah, that's that card. Trying to keep all of those together for the sake of me knowing whether or not they sell. So 3 more. Because it's kind of okay if we don't have them sell fully, I guess. Because at least we only have 2 cards out now at a time, rather than like it was where before we were actually getting like 3 or 4 cards out at once. And now we're not doing that as much. We sold more boxes, I just realized. Yay. I am so tempted, just for the hell of it, to just completely fill up this entire thing with foxes, just to see if people buy more. Like, yeah, I mean, probably won't work, but, you know, it'd be funny. to just see if it did. Yeah, that one didn't spray at all. So I think this is also spraying through the wall, which is hilarious to me, but also not beneficial at all. So yeah, we will need to... We're probably just going to move it to this side over here kind of thing eventually. But yeah, like that's how people have been sneaking in, still being stinky and whatnot, because that's been on cooldown a lot longer than we want it to be. But that's fine for now. Dense all this down again. We got 10 of them left. Here we're not as worried about making sure we sell out of them, so it is okay if we keep moving cards out. Still really wish we could move that trash can. I know there's a mod for it. I actually saw it, and I was like, that's something I kind of want to get, but I don't want a mod because I don't want to... which one was it? It was the... I don't want to break the save. I think like, if we do mod, it is going to be 100% a new save kind of thing. Like even if all I did was the Nikki mod, or something like that, I would do it on a new save, just for the sake of I would want a vanilla save to go back to, just in case something is like actually broken or whatever when a new patch comes around. Because like I have definitely seen it where, you know, you do have what you think is like a very simple mod, but then like a patch comes along and it completely breaks it. A really good example of that is literally like every Final Fantasy XIV mod, because all of them are cosmetic for the most part. Like it's just texture swaps and whatnot. But every single patch, they tell you, like, they give you the warning, like, hey, make sure you basically uninstall all of your mods and then reinstall them, because you don't want to, like, have it break the game for some reason. So, yeah. It's weird. I really don't recommend, like... Not necessarily, I don't recommend getting into modding, but I just don't recommend modding when you don't have a backup. Like, just... If you're gonna mod, have a backup. Have a plan for if it breaks. You know, that kind of thing. so I think we just have 8 of that card left. A shit ton of this card still. Ooh, that one went up in price. Sweet. But yeah, I plan on doing it in the regard of hopefully like fully back up my save. They put in a thing where like it auto puts a save in a different slot, but I would do it to where it was a little bit better. Wow, we sold a lot of these. Holy shit. Was the price yesterday? No? Okay. Sure, I guess. Also, did he? No, he's not done yet. Okay. That was this one, I believe. Oh, that was actually perfect. Alright. So I think while he's finishing up the one stuff, we're going to try and rearrange all of this. So... how do we rearrange this? Because I can move the... I can move the trash can to like there. And then we can move this like that. Do that. Really hate him walking right in front. And we'll bring this back here. Sure. Take this one. That's not where I want that snapping to, but you know, here we are. No, I don't really want it right there. Do it like that. So then we take this table. Oh wait, right, no, we did this the wrong way. Whoops. Barely enough room for that, so no, this is going to go further that way. And then that's gonna go there. And then we can bring this actually, do we want to just line it up with this? No, we can't. Because the table's making it to where we can't. So we leave it like that. Then we come over here. And we put this like that. Because as much as like it working through the wall is kind of cool, yeah, it's not great. Oh, right, we're gonna want this one over here. So we want to buy this. And then, oh boy, how do we put this? Because this is a lot bigger than kind of giving it credit for at first. I really don't have a place to put this. It's not an easy place to put it. Sadly, I just don't think this is going to work out very well with, like, exactly how we have some stuff. Maybe we just go ahead and box up a table. And then we can move this. And then this can go right there, because I think it might still work. We're gonna have to watch it and see, but no. We also need to buy more deodorant. Turn it on. We're gonna go to our stock order. Add 2 of those now. So yeah, so for now, we don't have the tables out, but again, those are supposed to be back here anyway. You know, that's a thing. I think we're gonna just get rid of this one, though. So, box it up, sell. And I think we're gonna do the same for this one, because I just don't. Well, let's do this actually with this one for now. So we'll take this one. We'll leave it right there, just in case people don't walk in front of that one a lot, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, I don't remember if we bought our stock yet. We did not. Okay, so pigs 1 and 3 and bats 1 and 2. Bats, nope. Bat 2, but pig 3. Then we're good on the comics. Playmat number 6, which we have actually sold a decent amount of, if I'm remembering right. Like, I think we actually did sell like 16 of that at least. Nothing here that we can do to get more of that. Blue deck boxes. I feel like the blue deck boxes we need to check the price on, because we've sold a lot of those. Yeah. Let's just make it 31. Still slightly cheaper than market value, but yeah, it's on the decline again. Just that it went up an okay amount. So then that's all for that. So then over here, so we need both of the red for base set and orange boxes. Purple boxes and 2 blue boxes for Destiny. And then green base starter decks. And that's all we need. I think we technically kind of lost money on our restock there, but that's okay. Mainly because we bought the new spray thing, but That is okay. As long as we actually do get our overall profits. That is what counts. We are still making progress. That was this one. Don't know why I had a hard time remembering that, but you know, here we are. Well, actually, I do know why, but still. Trying to ignore that fact. Yeah, the caffeine headache's getting a little bit worse, so has just been cooking a little bit right now in terms of how it's making the head feel, so oh wait, right, no, we didn't need to put more in there right now. I'm thinking of this, but I don't actually want to put more in there. Oh no, it's that one. That one's the one I need to put more in. Okay. I was like, I knew we needed to put more in something, or like one in something, but not remember what. But yeah, as I said kind of at the top, but for those that missed it, am gonna be fighting with a caffeine headache today. Mentioned this yesterday as well, I should say. But because I am trying to quit caffeine, I've just got to go through a caffeine headache, and we might be calling it just because it is starting to get there in terms of like power of headache. I think we can actually get, though, now that we've done the one stuff as well, we can get our next playmat license. And we still have 3,000 left over. So that one's there. And it's here. So we'll just see if he goes to restock it or if he goes to the shelf. And he went to the shelf. And I think he's gonna grab it and then just put it back. Forgetting we have a trash can that we were literally right next to. Probably stick with 55 for these as well. Yeah. For now, for sure, especially, because unless it actually shoots up a ton, like, it seems to be holding pretty steady around there. There's a new playmat that we got as well. It's getting us started on the next shelf over. Yeah, I think with the fighting of the headache, I kind of do want to call it. We got 2 hours in today, which is pretty nice. Especially considering I wasn't sure if I was going to stream at all today. The headache is nowhere near as bad as, like, some of my others have been when I've had caffeine headaches. But yeah, it is still not still not at a point where I kind of, or where I want to keep going with how it currently feels. Like I just feel like I can't really focus on the game, and I'm like fighting with wanting to, I guess, just do something else is the wrong way of putting it. But like I'm just wanting to not have to focus on fighting a headache and talking and playing a game. As much as like some people are like, yeah, you know, you're really good at multitasking, and it's like, yes, I am. I do it quite often. Doesn't mean that I want to be doing that this often. It's not as fun as you would think when what you're multitasking on is a headache. So yeah. We will be streaming again tomorrow. Hopefully sans headache. I'm gonna be trying to stay awake as well, because even though I think I'm tired because of the headache, not because of like actually being sleep or like fully tired or whatever. Because I've definitely been there before where I just have a headache, so I just go to sleep. In fact, that's my usual go-to when I have a headache, is I just go to sleep, take a nap until it goes away. But I want to keep the sleep schedule. I got it kind of on track. We're getting back to the sleep schedule that I want to have. But we'll see how things go, and we'll hope for the best, because we thankfully got I guess most of what I want out of the sleep schedule back into line with where I want it to be. But we'll see. I also want to make sure that I get some exercise again tonight. I'm mainly doing just like some movement based exercises, if that makes sense. Like, you know, just I guess what most people would consider like warm up exercises, doing the limbering up and everything, just because like that is something that I can do without needing equipment or to go outside and go for a walk, like that or that way. But just need to get the I guess what is it? Need to get the body moving again. Need to get back into doing the exercises. I haven't been doing the squats just to make sure that my back is 100% good, which is partially why my legs have been like super jittery, like the past few days. But yeah. I will not complain too much, though, at the least, because at least the way to fix it is just to be active again. Even if that means just doing what I can to work on work on a little bit of cardio overnight. I think once I can get a full schedule thing going, and I can figure out where I can walk easily, I definitely want to start doing some walks. I just want to make sure wherever I walk is well lit, because even though I'm a bigger person, like I am 6'3", not including the ears. I still don't want somebody dumb enough to try to do something because like I would be listening to music more than likely at the time and everything else like that. So it kind of does come down to like if someone tried to catch me off guard, then it would be really, really bad. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out stuff for tomorrow and whatnot as well. Probably gonna be more of the TCG Shop Sim, which again, TCG Card Shop Sim. I keep forgetting the card is in there. But like, that's mostly just because Pal World was not great. The lag was real bad. And I don't have that lag during the day, like shortly after reset and everything. So I'm thinking that like if I do more Pal World stuff, it's probably better off that I do it earlier, because I think like just the longer the server has been up, the worse it's getting. So I just need to. I'll either have to do a way earlier stream or just play off stream kind of thing. As much as I'm not necessarily wanting to do that, because like I did want to stream it again, we'll probably end up streaming like my single player stuff whenever I finally return to doing single player things. But yeah. For now though, I will see you all later on. Honestly, that's kind of it. Not gonna run the ads on the way out, mainly because, you know, I don't want to forget and leave stream up, because I have it on desktop audio right now. Because as Multi pointed out, I think it was yesterday, with the audio starting to become wonky, or it might have been a couple days ago, I've just been using desktop audio capture, like instead of the application audio capture, until we're using or until we are doing a game and we're doing Pandora again. I'm gonna just do it like this. But it does mean that like I have to just sit here and I can't like watch a YouTube video while we're just chilling or something like that. I have to actually just wait for the full 3 minutes. So we're not gonna bother with that. But yeah. Also not gonna raid anyone. Desert Bus is done, so don't have anyone specifically I'm wanting to raid, but yeah. Also, yay, Spleen! That's awesome. But yeah, I will see you all later. As always, good luck. Have fun. And try not to burn anything down.